the refrigerator.
We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an
That's a bad guy.
Evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go, the final week of the NFL season, week 17.
Ain't no telling. Sometime between 5 and 6.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Did you see two?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Okay.
The 34 is out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gives him a 2nd and 4. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen, but we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On first down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Wagner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the
Just the baloney.
It's complete. They'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 14. It leads now to a 3rd down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So it means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks are running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he goes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. A fight for the football, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending the drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurt.
You want cheese on it? Jordan.
Now the Georgia Southern man, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Defensively, they're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
Rainbow, it's a poop rainbow, litter, flag, make
extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. A give to Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Jordan, write it down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess
Jordan.
the discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll come out in the pistol. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr. He's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Daddy, you want some more ice in your teeth?
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on their pickup. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the 1st-round pick out of Alabama. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Given 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They run with Breida, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brady, remember when the free safety is always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always have changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, but sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
Get off him, Kyle.
Big legs turning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
And Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there.
Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The umpire back there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Breida. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. For just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
You got 2.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
7
yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll toss it to Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Bang.
I see the staff that's up in the booth watching the game. They may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a touchdown. Hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Looking to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
This one is so pretty. Ooh, wow. And we can add it into our little container. Here we go. Now that we've made the sparkly one, let's do a shimmer slime. You're going to add a shimmery water.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
I'm good. We got the ice pack up here. You're doing just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A dump off to Elliott. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Don't let up on him,
Brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick by Butker is good. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Butker,
you got your pom-poms out cheerleading, huh?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
Y'all be glad my quarterback got hurt, man.
Cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Come on, man.
Anytime a defense can sit back in the
somebody make a play for it.
It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go to Elliott again. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's complete on the inside slant. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, got a great field position. Turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in...
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big run that time by Elliott. 68 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he caught it up. And this belongs to the Vikings.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, such as Steve Franco, usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times,
he's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, an even 90 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Drops it underneath, Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of
you gonna take it?
there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm missing. Bye. What time the game? 3:30.
Now Mahomes
Must
throwing
be
on
3:30.
second down. Over the middle, complete.
I don't think they play it forward. Usually it's either 12 or 3:30.
Almost to the 25.
All right.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves
Okay.
its
All
sticks.
right. All right. Bye. Yeah.
The give is to Elliott.
She said her grandma wanted to go though.
As he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Mahomes. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Z!
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Again to Elliott running left. And a nice spin into some open field. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A big run that time by Elliott. 43 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Right side complete to Butler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position.
And he's going to go down. back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, now, look at 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
What?
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So
It's
they
dead.
take on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Let it charge.
Is it not eventually turn on?
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Green. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And this is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Cowboys on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Shark, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there. They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Deep ball for Goodwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
They'll only get a couple to about the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night, and the Cowboys add on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard.
Who wants to order pizza? Thanks for launching my unicorn! When did you see the thought? When I needed to jumpstart a sandwich. Goods in its ornament.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Lucky 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Robert away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
He can't even throw that far. Really?
4th down now. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Mahomes he's going to throw it here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
to be honest. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Well, he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's called being in the zone. So for Dallas, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.